Type man in boxing, led the Flair Cops. Shout out to Goodfellas Sports TV.
Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out. All right, man, we back. Marcy Sports Talk in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Let's talk about Crawford and Kell being done and how Top Rank is giving and potentially giving pay-per-view fights that will be pay-per-view at PBC and giving them for free on ESPN. So let's talk about that. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And right now, if Crawford's getting the minimum, which is 3.5, that's his rumored to be minimum for fighting on Top Rank. And Kell Brook is getting the 2. I'm hearing he getting from Bob Arum. That's a guaranteed of what, $5.5 million. And you know, basically they getting pay-per-view money, guaranteed money, obviously without the pay-per-view revenue on the back end to fight on regular TV. So as far as the Terence Crawford and Kell Brook fight, you know, basically they say they're done for the amount of money that they getting. I mean, you know, people going to talk down about the fight. Whoever but fight, they going to talk down about it because most of these dudes got in their mind they don't like him. And they don't like him not just because he don't give interviews, because he a threat to Errol Spence. If he wasn't a threat to Errol Spence, when you talk to Errol Spence fans to say, oh, okay, let's make the fight happen right now. You talk to any Errol Spence fan. You talk to Errol Spence himself, oh, it's down the line. They just regurgitating or repeating what Errol Spence is saying about the fight. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, down the line, or I got to get Pacquiao, or I'm going to get all the belts and make this the last fight. So they just repeating what he is saying. You talk to any Crawford fans, make the fight happen. Well, you know, you got dudes like StubHub TV. Oh, he don't want to fight Shawn Porter, and he don't want to fight. Why the fuck would I want to fight Shawn Porter? He don't have a belt. When Shawn Porter had a belt, he didn't want to fight me. I offered him a fight. Him and Kenny said no. You know what I'm saying? When Keith Thurman had a belt, we sent the offer. He said no. When Danny Garcia didn't have a belt, and we tried to fight him a year ago instead of Amir Khan, he said no. So, what do y'all want him to do? He's trying to fight Errol Spence. He told him to his face, let's get it on. Oh, you know, I got to get the easy build, and Al want me to fight Pacquiao first, and I'm going to take the easy. And then, come on. The proof's in the pudding. People say, oh, I don't understand how Errol Spence could duck. Like, motherfucker, have you not been following the storyline? His fans just say what he's saying. They know what's going to happen. He know what's going to happen. So, you know, about him fighting, whoever he fights Shawn Porter, or Errol Spence did it first. You know, he would have beat Danny Garcia. Who Danny Garcia beat as a welterweight? He would have beat Keith Thurman. Oh, Keith Thurman never wanted to fight Errol Spence anyway. It's like Errol Spence beat Keith Thurman regardless. So, you know how it goes. So, whatever he do or whoever he fight, they going to, or he ain't did this, but in actuality, Errol Spence is just following Al's plan. You know what I'm saying? Al's plan. And they don't believe in him. Like I said before, Al Heyman turned down Randall Bailey. And Errol didn't even know it. You know what I'm saying? And Errol, that would have been the biggest punch of Errol faced to this day. I mean, any welterweight. He hit harder than any active welterweight, at least at that time. And, you know, Al Heyman turned it down, and Randall said he probably turned it down, and Errol didn't even know. And Errol going around here saying, I'm my own boss. No, you're not, nigga. You got your manager, your advisor turning down fights that you wouldn't even know about. Who didn't even run it by you. And if you did know about it, then you duck Randall Bailey. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't mad at you. Randall Bailey had that. He had that. He still got that one-hitter quitter. That boy put you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you be up in the heavens talking to your dead ancestors, my nigga. But, you know, the fight is done. They spending pay-per-view money in the pandemic to put these fights on free TV when PBC is saying, oh, man, we ain't spending this. We going to throw it on pay-per-view. And then they not even marketing they pay-per-view fights. And that's something I'm going to talk about later in the live stream, maybe. They not even marketing they pay-per-view fights no more. Ain't that sad? You know, they doing virtual press conferences via Fight Hype and Fight Hub and not even via Showtime YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, have you heard Ugas? Have you seen an Ugas commercial fighting? Or you heard about it? You seen the ad run on YouTube or pop up on Facebook? I haven't. They ain't doing no promotion. You know what I'm saying? Bob just saying, hey, throw it on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Or, man, Al just saying, throw it on pay-per-view. And Al making shit happen. And ESPN throwing money in and making it happen. Teofimo Lopez and Lomachenko better than any fight PBC can put on. including Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. So Bob is delivering in the pandemic, and he may deliver Josh Taylor and Jose Ramirez. This dude may deliver in the pandemic 2 undisputed fights. Crawford on regular ESPN, Lopez and Lomachenko on ESPN, and what Al delivering? Raggedy ass Danny Garcia, who ain't did shit in the welterweight division, versus Errol Spence on pay-per-view. You'll be a damn fool to order that. What else he delivering? The Charlo twin. That's a great fight card, but it shouldn't be on pay-per-view. Leo versus Gervonta Tank. Didn't nobody ask for that fight. Nobody mama asked for that fight. Nobody asked for that fight. Nobody was like, I want Leo and nobody. Nobody just waked up and said, I want Leo and Gervonta. Nobody asked for that fight. You know what I'm saying? And then he throwing this bull jive on pay-per-view. It's beyond me. But Bob is delivering in the pandemic. Give it to him. However, he being cheap, whatever. That's the thing about having a dictatorship, having a promotional company. Hey, you don't want to do what I say do, we going to put your ass on the shelf. And if you want to try to get out your contract, we going to tie your career up for the next 2 or 3 years. You ain't going to fight and shit until the cows come home 10,000 times. And that's just what it boiled down to. He delivering and Al delivering shit on pay-per-view. Talking about reduced price is $65. How about make these bitches $50 or $40? You know what I'm saying? This the pandemic. And then again, his pay-per-views is going directly against the top pay-per-view puller right now. And that's the UFC. He going against 2 of the top UFC cards this year. Adesanya taking on that caveman with that thick neck. And then Leo Santa Cruz and Tank going against Khabib and Justin Gaethje, whatever his name is. You ain't about to sell shit. And then do y'all know what November looking like? Possibly. You talking about Canelo could be fighting, not fighting Billy Joe Saunders on the 14th. All right, could or could not be. Put emphasis on that. Ryan Garcia, Luke Campbell the 7th. Golovkin, Camille Zermatta the 7th. All right, Crawford and Kell Brook for free on November 14th. MGM Grand Bubble. Then you can have Earl and Danny. But after that, I think it's Mike and Roy. Them motherfuckers ain't about to sell no pay-per-view. These pay-per-views about to be lower than the LDBC stooped to defend Wilder. Lower than the LDBC stooped to defend, Errol Spence from fighting Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Lower than how them niggas stoop to talk shit behind each other back. You know what I'm saying? That's how low. How low can you go? LDBC low. That's how low them pay-per-views about to be. Like nigga, I'm like limbo champion low, motherfucker. Shit. Anybody about to buy that shit? I'm buying Roy and Mike. And I bought a Charlo card just because that's a good card. But I might get there and Charlos might say something ignorant. I might not order it. You know what I'm saying? But I'm probably going to order it. Because I'm supporting the move. But Bob Arum is giving you free boxing in the pandemic. He giving you pay-per-view prices. He giving his fighters pay-per-view prices. While Al Heyman saying, throw it on pay-per-view. And it's a lot of competition. Until there's some more fights in November that could be going on too. You know what I'm saying? So, y'all say what y'all want to say about it. And everybody that's sitting there that picks sides, and I don't pick sides. I don't like some things Top Rank do. I don't like some things DAZN do. I don't like some things PBC do. I'll give PBC credit where credit is due. Like I said, the Charlo card is tremendous. It should be free, but hey, I'll tap in and pay for it. People don't talk about that. You just hate on PBC. I'm just telling you, they the leader. It's like, follow the leader like Rakim say. My boy said it's only one R in the alphabet. Y'all, that boy was bored before his time. But like I said before, I say some good things. You know what I'm saying? I like some fighters over there. A lot of they fighters I like. I was going for Gary before y'all niggas started mentioning Gary. That's a fact. I was making videos about how Leo Santa Cruz ducked Gary. Y'all wasn't even paying no attention to it. Now it's all this fake love for Gary Russell because he whispered Crawford's name. And watch how quick they turn on Gary if he fight Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? You keep going. I like Rosario. He thumping. I back Keith Thurman versus Manny Pacquiao. So, you know what I'm saying? I've been with the cause. You know, but hey, it is what it is, you know. But apparently Town caught up with Kenny Porter, and I put that link in the description. And Kenny Porter said they don't want to fight Bud without a crowd. Like I said before, it financially don't make sense to do it without a crowd. Now, you want to know what's really going on? Shawn don't want the fight. Terence don't want the fight. They friends. They don't want to do the fight, but Kenny want the fight. That's what it boiled down to. You know what I'm saying? Do Shawn want his rematch versus Errol Spence? Probably so. That's cool. Do we want Pacquiao fight? Probably so. But Kenny want the fight with Terence, and them two don't want it. So, you know, he said they can, want to wait for the capacity crowd. That may be sooner than later. That may be later than sooner. I mean, at the same time, the way they perform versus Sebastian Baby Formula, you know, they don't need to be calling out nobody. But they did say they going to fight again before the year over with. They looking to get another fight day. So it's probably going to be another soft touch in December. Hey, man, it might be Keith Thurman. I doubt it. Keith Thurman fighting sometime in December and January. But, you know, Shawn Porter need to work on some things, bro. You know, you watch him and Ramirez fight, they have no feet. You know what I'm saying? Basic fundamentals, first thing you learn to do is stance in boxing. And Shawn Porter feet don't, it's like he linebacker. Like, legitimately, they don't never stop chopping. Never stop moving. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about his feet. They just, you know, no matter when he punching off balance and off platform, and, you know, you would think he wouldn't have an amateur career looking at his feet. You know, and that's the first thing I look at a fighter when I rate him, and, you know, his feet just never stop moving. You know what I'm saying? And never stationary where he can sit and land on his shots. If they can get him to sit down on some of his shots and add it in with their athleticism, then that'd be cool. But they saying that they're gonna be fighting more offensive for now on. And if that offense don't include sitting down on your shots or some more defense, he gonna get put to sleep by Bud. And I said it. I don't care when nobody get mad. He bring that performance he brought versus Baby Formula, and you fight a guy that can sit back and snipe, where they can see that opening that Baby Formula was getting, but Baby Formula couldn't really punch through the target, or he didn't know how to punch. Shawn Porter gonna get put to sleep by Bud if he bringing that performance here. You know, a guy like that can see the openings. Mayweather would tow his ass up. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor, Terence Crawford, guys that can box and punch and really, you know, dissect him. He ain't running to nobody like that. Keith Thurman, he don't believe in throwing straight punches. He want to hook with you. That's why he got his ass beat by Pacquiao, where he got edged. He want to hook with you. Guys like Crawford, they smart enough to do what needs to be done. Even Carol Brooks said, hey, man, I could just beat straight punches. I could beat him with straight punches. I ain't got to take no risks, no chances. I beat him out of there. Shawn comes straight down the pipe, you know, or he be punching and his feet be moving off the ground. Like, dude, somebody that can sit there and pick him apart, Crawford going to pick him apart. Now, could he beat Crawford? Who knows? Yeah, you know, people say Crawford ain't strong. I just see Crawford can get one of those overhand left to right Shawn throw. He is athletic, he is fast, but unlike in Jamel Herring yesterday, Crawford know how to control the motherfucker with the stick. So he got the feet. He ain't like Errol Spence. Errol Spence a plotter, big dumb plotter, you know. And that's all the fuck he do. You know, he's a southpaw though. That's all he do. Crawford know how to, you come in, Crawford know how to feint you, bait you, bang. You know what I'm saying? Like, just different levels. And certain people, Errol gonna do better than Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Seems similar to Keith and Bundu. You know, it's certain styles. Sometimes, you know, Terence might get in there and struggle with Mikey Garcia, but Earl took him out. We never know. But, you know, that's what they choose to do. They want to wait till the pandemic. They want to be more offensive. He be more offensive versus a guy like Crawford Taylor. Somebody, I mean, the Sugar Ray Leonards, the Tommy Hearns of the world. Floyd Mayweather's the world. Guys, they got that skill set, gonna put to sleep. But in that division, only guys that got that skill set is Ennis right now and Crawford. You know, that's the only guys that got that skill set. Keith Thurman just want to hook with you. Keith Thurman don't know. Keith Thurman was a powerhouse in the amateurs. You can kind of see that in his career. He intelligent. My bad to start over, but I don't remember where I left off at. But, you know, at the end of the day, Keith Thurman is a powerhouse, man. He just don't seem to be, you know, that intelligent when he comes to using straight punches. But, hey, man, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Probably going to do a boxing live later on. Got some NBA games coming on tonight. I'll probably save my review for tomorrow. So I watch the games, and I'll be chilling when I be watching the games. They come on early today probably, and I'll be watching them the next day. You feel what I'm saying? So I do the review the next day. So if you're concerned about that, morning reviews for NBA. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, you can reach out to the Facebook group. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal, inscription. Best way to donate is share the video. Check out the channel out, Mercy Sports Talk, right here on YouTube. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We gone.